knowledge every time. From the mods to the maps, from the brands to the tools. If it's FS talk, you know they breaking all the rules. We talk giants, we talk gears, we talk that horsepower. Late night mod drops, we got that creative power. From interviews with legends to spotlighting the new, we bring that FS fire straight from the crew to two. Living life behind the wheel with a digital twist. Ain't no button we don't press, no trend we ever miss. Updates, leaks, and future plans. We got the inside scoop, no chance for scams. This is AgriBusiness, cranking up your farm life. From the field to the feedlot, under LEDs and skylights. Mods, maps, machines, they cover it all. Porches, kings of the farming game, standing tall. It's more than a game, it's a way of thinking. Talking shop while that diesel's drinking. From tractors to combines, dirt roads to drones, they build empires from screens and microphones. With every guest that drops in for a chat, you get the real talk, no filters, just facts. A spotlight on the builders and players who grind. They got love for the fans and the farm in mind. This is AgriBusiness, cranking up your farm life. From the field to the feedlot, under LEDs and skylights. Mods, maps, machines, they cover it all. Portage, kings of the farming game, standing tall. So plug in the pod and hit that sub. Roll out in style with your farming club. No fluff, just dirt, diesel, and truth. Straight from the FS underground on coast. Great business, rocking every ride with BDD LT side by side. Whether you plow, seed, harvest, or buy, this is the voice of the farm
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is AgriBusiness Tonight, a show where we get to talk about mods, maps, and the news. Well, mostly the news here tonight. It's gonna be kind of a different one here tonight because Giants is kind of out of the office here, so we haven't gotten a whole lot since Christmas there. So there's gonna be some stuff to talk about, but not a whole ton. I'm of course joined here by the FS Encyclopedia, WillTGaming. Will, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right.
Excellent, excellent. Well, like I said, I mean, we don't have a whole ton to talk about news, or I'm sorry, about mod-wise. Last thing we got was back on December 25th. So, yeah, you want to get into some news?
Did you want to start your stuff first, or?
I absolutely do. But first, let's check out the chat there. Got a couple of people going back and forth. We got Rail fanning Jonah. Of course, we got Jonah with the stream snipe saying 1.3, 1.3, the first stream snipe of the year. Jonah, that is not 1.3. That is good stuff. That is good stuff. 1.3 is reserved for bad things. So get your act together there, bud. Ken, how's it going? Jonah, how you doing tonight? Like I said, hope you're both having fantastic days so far. Ken says, darn Jonah. Jonah says, Ken. Ken says, what up, Jonah? Jonah says, the sky is up. LOL. Oh, you know, the sky, you know, my roof, thankfully. My blood pressure, not so thankfully. Insane Sim Guy, how's it going? Says, what up, everybody? What up, ISG? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. All right, so let's get into a few things here. So first things first, wanted to talk about the channel just really quickly. Here recently posted 3 out of the 4 top 5 map tours that I've been doing here. Broke them out by category, and the North American map has been absolutely blowing up. So thank you so very much to everybody who's gone and checked it out. If you haven't seen them, go check out those videos, because I've been getting a ton of really good feedback from people. People are really digging it, and they really seem to be appreciative of the kind of different view of the top 5 angles. So go check them out. Got a lot of good stuff in there. Next thing we have here is actually from Insane Sim Guy. Insane Sim Guy, again, thank you so much for sending me this information. Greatly appreciate it. Are you a big fan of Riverbend, The Aftermath? Well, I am, and he just got a changelog submitted to Giants. This is changelog 1.1.0.0, and it says, "Loggers rejoice. Increased number of viable farmlands from 123 to 152 to include several previously inaccessible forest areas. Adjusted size of several farmlands. Adjusted water trigger at water tower in the main town. Made the decorations with the starting farmhouse sellable with the house. Decreased radius of deadwood contracts on farmland 117. New save only required for the following minor changes. Swapped out locomotive on train with North American locomotive. Dredging boat now produces stones." So those things right there, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see exactly what the viable lands has been changed to be able to see what is now included in the whole, Loggers Rejoice thing. Are we going to get the, the whole kit and caboodle, or are we still going to have some things left out? We'll have to wait and see until Giants comes back and they go through the updates. So looking forward to seeing that. Again, we got Insane Sim Guy. Thank you so much for sending that out. I greatly appreciate it and letting us know. That's all the news that I had here tonight here, Will. Do you want to take it over and tell us what we got going on there on your page?
Well, I just want to start. I'm definitely kind of surprised that we didn't get anything on Friday. I'm very shocked by that because Giants were back in the office on Friday. So
yeah, it doesn't necessarily surprise me, because my hypothesis is that the reason that things were so crazy right before the whole Christmas break was because Giants went out and just tried to clear their plate of every little thing they could possibly get their hands on. So I don't think there was much to come back to, kind of thing, like other than like new stuff that they could actually just kind of, okay, let's shift down the gear and let's go through what we need to go through. I think they probably did a whole bunch of work prior to Christmas to get all these things staged, and then that's what we were seeing there, is just everything got queued and then pushed. And yeah, now I think they're going to be back to like a more normal kind of, okay, review, then kind of push it out as like they go through.
Yeah, and right now, and I know that Giants have well over 2,000 mods waiting to be tested right now. So,
Ooh, that's a good chunk of mods.
so, so the first one we talked about here is actually, it's funny enough, you were talking about a map update. We have news from Black Sheep Modding. There's more than 2 weeks since the map release. Many reported bugs and requested additional changes. So I'm not going to read this entire thing because this is a change log. But you have a change on 1.1.0.0 for the map, which when this drops, I don't know if he's going to be making a video on it, then it will require a new save game. So if you're playing on it, because it's going to require a new game save, and like I said, the change log is huge.
Yeah.
And the and their buildings pack for this is which they also posted an update as well, which is 1.0.0.1. So we got a change log for that coming too. Basically, they're just adding a few things and fixing. So
now, one thing I do want to read from the changelog is the very top line there. It says major map optimization, approximately 250 megabytes less. That is insane. that somehow Black Sheep Modding was able to go through their map and figure out how to remove 250 megabytes worth of stuff. I'm curious as to if that's just kind of fluff filler code and kind of stuff that wasn't necessary and whatever, or were they trying to rein some size in for some reason? Most likely, I'm thinking it's the first one, that there was just some excess fluff in there in the code, in the kind of visuals and all that stuff, and they were able to just kind of peel it out, kind of thing. So, you know, I trust Black Sheep Modding. They know what they're doing, and I'm going to trust the process. But that one really kind of caught me off guard because this is a massive file. And yeah, seeing that they were able to figure out how to peel out 250 megs. I mean, that right there, that's the size of an entire like map right there. 250 megs, solid map right there. So the fact that they're removing a map from within their map.
Yeah, the map right now is like what, 900 and something.
Not 9 and change.
Oh,
and that's not including the required,
overall,
Pioneer buildings pack
and a couple other things. Yeah. So you're probably looking at like 600-700 megabytes instead of like 900 and something. So.
Exactly.
Next one's from Gamer Designs. So not a bad week. Not a bad week off. I will say so myself. The next things to be submitted will be some loaders. Let's go. So right now he has pending with Giants the Plantation, which is a new map. American Flatbed Pack, Unbound Valley, Pitts Log Trailer Pack, Pole Trailer, and Forestry Sell Point. So Gamer Designs has some stuff.
Yeah, and if I remember right, the Plantation and Umbrian Valley, both of those were in FS22, and both of those, again, if I'm not mistaken, were forestry maps for the most part. So if you are big into forestry, then hey, you can look forward to both of these coming out, including all the kind of assets as well. The trailers, the packs, and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure that a lot of these are, kind of forestry related, with the exception of the flatbed pack. That's, not so much, but a forestry sell point, the pole trailer, the log trailer, and both maps being forestry bits. Oh yeah, you're gonna be in a good spot.
The next one's actually from Gamers Nest. The map announcement. The Plantation has officially been sent to Giant Software, and is now pending testing for all. So,
yeah, if I remember this map correctly, like this was essentially a like a tree farm. You had like different zones, and you can see in this screenshot that I have up, there was these different zones that had different growth stages for all the trees. So you're able to kind of go through and harvest the old ones and then replant and kind of go from there. It's all centered around forestry and this kind of nursery kind of vibe to it. But I mean, you can see it's pretty nice looking. You got some really cool kind of hills and undulations within these screenshots here. I mean, you got you got some pretty decent details within this. So this might be kind of a upgraded version than what we had in previous versions. So we'll see how that goes.
all I do know is that there's 2 maps here for BDD to make map tours on when they get released.
Oh, map tours everywhere, but not a drop to drink.
Let's see here. Next one's from 40 Modding. Says getting into the last buildings for Valley Springs now. The Animal Mart based around the Leinster Mart and Kildare. Not an exact copy. Another from Scratch Building, which has taken multiple days. This actually looks really awesome.
Oh, for sure, especially because they included the actual, like actual photo from real life within it. That's so cool. I mean, Bally Springs was revolutionary in FS22. If those of you who don't remember Bally Springs, that was the map that actually came out with the baby animals for FS22 and kind of started that whole kind of snowball effect to what we have now in FS25. We actually have the whole kind of animal system from baby to adults kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is kind of where that started, is this map here. And I'm going to be very curious as to see what all kind of bells and whistles now that they will include now that that's a part of the base game. It was a beautiful map, absolutely amazing. On top of it being revolutionary, I'm really curious to see where they lead us to.
Hmm. I'm gonna read this right here. It says estimated release date St. Patrick's Day 2026.
Whoa. Well, hopefully we have the luck of the Irish on our side here.
I believe he is actually Irish.
Hey,
So,
well, hopefully he's lucky and he's got a good estimate on that release date.
right. Let's see. Next one's from Icus. That was actually really exciting when I saw this. So the American herbicides and seed storage is done, all platforms. So storage with herbicides, liquid fertilizer, seeds, pressure washer with workshop. That
It looks
this looks
fantastic.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I mean, again, I really appreciate ICUS and everything that they have brought to the game here, especially for us, North American players. Not only does it have that really good look to the buildings inside and out, but I just you look at the like vintage signs in the building. Did you notice that the John Deere since
Yeah,
1837, the new case, like though that's
yeah.
just a cool little touch of extra that is just really amazing. But then on top of all that, I mean, we're gonna have the kind of liquid storage that's within it for the herbicide and fertilizer, kind of pallet storage in there as well, repair. I mean, yeah, ICUS makes some amazing stuff, and can't wait for that one.
Hmm. And it says it says over here configurations, wall color, bottom material, category, sheds, grain silos, fillable tanks, capacity 1.5 million liters per material.
Nice, nice. Oh, little side note. Seems
Uh,
we're speaking of ICUS. Um, little story I got for you. I was out and about this weekend. Took my wife out to Rural King. For those of you who are not familiar with what Rural King is, think of a Walmart, a little bit smaller, but it's more for like the country living kind of stuff. So I mean, you can go there and you can buy chickens and ducks and rabbits and all sorts of stuff. It's a really cool store. I absolutely love it. But in Icus's garage buildings, how he's got those pentagon lights up in the top, like in the ceiling.
yeah,
I
yeah,
actually saw those at Rural King when I was there shopping. They actually had them like out and displayed for you to be able to
yeah.
purchase, and I'm like, huh. I wonder if that's where he got the inspiration for those lights was at Rural King. I just thought that was really cool.
I have no idea. Need price tag $110,000 and daily maintenance cost is $1.
Ooh, break the bank, why don't you?
I'm very excited for that. Uh, more news from Icus. American Midwest shop with office is done. All platforms. Mod hub status pending.
Oh man, I tell you what.
I'm
Yeah,
also excited.
these are the lights I was talking about. Bottom left hand corner on this one, where you've got the kind of
Yep,
ceiling lights right there. Those are the exact lights, the honeycomb
yep.
lights. Oh man, I saw that and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, no, another building from Icus, another great looking one. Yeah, looking forward to this.
Yeah. So new news from Rooster Mods. An update on our mods and conversions to start the year. So we've been getting a lot of questions about a certain WIP or a work in progress mod we have lately, and seeing that a pole type forage harvester is returning to all platforms for FS25, we've decided to reorganize our priority list. So right now, they're mainly focused on working on their John Deere's 716A forage wagon, while also finishing up the converting over their John Deere bell wagon from FS22. I'm excited for both these to come.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be really nice to have both of those.
And the John Deere forge boxes will be the very first forge box for all platforms.
Ooh, nice. Let's see, real quick here. I want to catch up with the chat here. Let's see. I think I left off with Ken saying, "What up, ISG?" And Jonas says, "Sim guy, they are awesome, 100%." ISG says, "All but one area of quality lumber. That's awesome." Let's see. We got Jody. How's it going, Jody? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Says hi. Hi there, Jody. Ken says, Jody. Jonas says, "What railroad is the North American locomotive?" Think that's going out to ISG. ISG says the CPKC, the Canadian Pacific Kansas City Southern. Ooh, nice. We got Ken says, puts a whole new meaning to the word stock market. Yeah, it does. In regards to the Bally Springs. Gary, how's it going, Gary? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Gary. Jonah says, $1. How will I ever be able to afford that? I don't know, man. I have no idea. You're gonna have to start selling some stuff around the farm. Hopefully, you'll be able to figure out how to make it all work. But I'm all caught up with the chat there, good sir.
Next one will be new news from 76 Max. The complete ETS orange pack, the TCL 160 on the right, and the TCF VC 240 on the left, as well as crates. It says coming soon. Of course, the orange brand will be for PC, and for Lizard it'll be. But I did speak with 76 Max. This is sent off for all platform testing. So
very cool. I mean, this here actually is just like a very interesting kind of design to it. Now, the only problem, quote unquote, is the proprietary nature of the boxes and the actual like grapple that you have here. Looks like it's likely only going to work with the specific box that it comes with, as well as the forks that you have. So it's one of those like, yeah, you can marry yourself to that system, which is fine, but more than likely, based on what I'm seeing, you're probably gonna have to get some kind of pallet or something to go along with, like a pallet fork to go along with it. So be rather interesting, but yeah, no, just something that kind of caught me when I was looking at this.
well, I can tell you that whenever this does get released, DJ Gohan is definitely going to probably try it out in standard size. It's like the base game stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is from BC Dealer Farms. New year, new mod conversion. I think so. The land clearing pack is out on itch. And this will also be coming for all platforms. It actually has been sent off for all platforms already.
Nice. I mean, based on what I'm seeing here on the kind of screenshots here, looks like this kind of bucket grapple that they have, maybe as part of like a like built-in cutter inside of it. It almost looks like you got the kind of effect of like there being cuts being made to it, as well as some kind of destroyer, like stump destroyer, because you're seeing I think it's a third screenshot there where the bucket is
Yeah.
actually bumping up against the stump and half the stump is gone. So my guess is that there's some kind of cutting mechanism within this kind of, behind the scenes, and
Hmm.
is going to work kind of like a harvester would. That's my thought behind it, but I could be wrong.
And also, if you take a look at if you take a look at the screenshot very closely, the wood's on fire. Like you can actually set the like there's something you do, and you can
Oh,
set the wood on fire and it makes it disappear.
that's a fire. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's kind of cool.
So
Where's
so
Beavis when you need him? Fire, fire.
um that's what was from new news from EY Modding. Here we go again. So his New Holland pull behind forage harvester has been um he said he's working on it. I did talk to him. He already set it off. So this is with Giants.
I
So
mean, honestly, I am really looking forward to this. Reason being is that for those who are not familiar with like my playstyle and all that stuff, I love the ability to have things that kind of start you out early in the process of what it is you're working towards. So if you want something that's going to work towards you getting towards forage harvesting, instead of spending three, four, $500,000 on this massive harvester, you get to spend probably 20, 30, 40, $50,000 on this micro harvester, and it can get you kind of in the door, a lot
yeah.
sooner than any of the stuff that you can get in base game. This kind of stuff, I absolutely love having this kind of stuff. And yeah, you're going to be spending a ton of time working on this stuff. Absolutely. I mean, you got what, maybe two billet rows on this? So you're talking, a normal field is going to take forever. It's going to take a long time, but at least you can start it and start it early. You don't have to sit there and build up your funds to such a massive degree before you can even get in the door.
And now as I know everyone's gonna say, no, how's my favorite brand. Um
I wasn't going to go there yet.
the yeah, yet I heard that. The um I'm I'm actually looking forward to this. A because it's first one we have. Good. Um the but also because now we have that Jiffy or the Lizard high dump trailer. You could hook that at the back of this, have it go into there, and then dump it into another trailer and just keep going. Because before you'd have to like detach the trailer, pull forwards, back up, load up, detach, pull forward, but now you can just go in there, dump it, and then keep going. So I'm actually excited for this. So
100%. Real quick, I've got to read this. I had to recoil myself to like not be laughing while you were talking. All right, so Ken says, in my case, that's $4 inflation. LOL. Yeah, inflation. It's rough. But the one that nearly got me. Jonah says, Jonah started the fire. He was nearly burned the station. Now he's on probation. Jonah started the fire. He couldn't handle the lighter, so he's in the fryer. Oh my goodness, Jonah. I needed that. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I had. I caught that and I had to get it.
um that would be a new news from Custom Modding. First of all, I want to wish everyone a amazing New Year, which for to everybody, this is the first agribusiness 2026.
Yes, it is. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Oh man. Good times, good times.
Okay. Um, so he said, I shared 10 photos that represent what's coming next. New mods, new projects, and new challenges ahead.
I tell you
So it
what,
looks like we have the Balzer Gravity Wagon, Gravity Cart, or Grain Cart, however you want to call it, Auger Wagon.
mm-hmm.
We got the Honeybee header set. We have the Landau Ripper back. We have the Lockwood planner. We have their Case IH 9260. We got their John Deere air seeder and air cart. We have their John Deere disc. We have a Case IH Tiger Mate. We have a
Is that Patterson?
Pattinson. Yeah, but Patterson. Um, the pneumonia tank, which yes, pneumonia is coming for all platforms. Um, I think they say that I think they're working with Giants to try to get it into the game. So,
That's awesome.
uh, and then you got a dual Wilson trailer setup. So, and then there's more to come.
I tell you what, man, modders have been hard at work working on such really good stuff. Custom modding, they're known for having great stuff. And you look at this, I mean, this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see,
There's 10.
5. No. Like 5 new manufacturers just being shown in this one here. I mean, Balzer, then you got the Honeybee, Landau, you got the Lockwood, and then you got the Pattison. Yeah, but I'm saying like these don't exist in the game right now. None of these manufacturers, as far as I'm aware, exist in game. Like Case and John Deere, all those are existing. I'm talking about new, not in the game.
Well, Lockwood is a licensed brand, even though it's not in the game. Because it became a licensed brand back in 2022 when that game came out for FS 2022. Landau is licensed. So, and Honeybee is also licensed as well. Balzer, I know back in FS 22 that was it wasn't Balzer. So I know Custom Money was trying to get Balzer on all platforms, and so it's Pattinson as well for the tank. So I think they got the licensing for both of them though. I think so.
We shall see.
I think that's really coming. More news from BC Bueller. A few more mock conversions done, posted to HO, and says once they pass testing to the mod hub. So you have their Mac Grain hauling pack. I love that trailer, by the way.
Looks good.
And their vintage auger pack, which I really like a lot too. And also their Volvo truck update and their bulk truck bed pack. So have all been brought to their itch page, but the update to the Volvo and the bulk truck bed pack are with Giants. So
that's awesome.
Going through
what I love about BC Bueller's vintage auger pack is that you've got the John Deere, the actual tractor, like the PTO is actually connected to the auger, and that's how it's actually being ran. I love that. I absolutely love that. So that's something I'm looking forward to. I don't often use the like the flat bottom bins like what you see in the screenshot here. But when I do, just seeing that kind of authentic nature, that it's not just like almost like a self-powered auger from out of nowhere, like this like
Right.
really hits a spot with me.
Oh yeah. Um, New news from Oxygen David. I'd like to wish everyone happy New Year. Uh, uh, Webcom is getting very close to number one internal testing stage. Um, Here you will find the timeline of how the map will be tested and released in 2026. The new structure will make it easier, will make it far easier and reduce the amount of stress there is when releasing mods. And as always, I do not answer any release date or is it coming to council comment. I can't predict the future. It will come when it's ready. So, so frame the, but the time frame should give you information that you need. So, as of right now, it is an internal testing right. Stage two can be PC release on itch.io for people that have so people can get it, so the community can test it, and if there's any bugs, you can fix it. And then stage three is the community test and feedback. And then stage four, mod hub testing. And number five, mod hub release for PC and console.
I tell you what, I am so looking forward to seeing this map when it finally comes out. Looking at some of these screenshots that are included here are just ridiculous. The amount of detail that are in some of these screenshots is just next level good. I mean, I love this one screenshot. It's several in, but it's the train coming across this little, almost looks like a little brick bridge with a low height kind of thing. Like it's a really short, squat bridge. You got the kind of fence gate in the foreground and the actual train in the background kind of thing. It just looks so good. Looks so good. You can see the nice, clear, sweeping hills. You got the nice background hills. I mean, it looks like there's going to be quite a bit of train shift on this map, and it's going to be so beautiful. But then you look around all these yards and stuff. You got all the kind of stacked up debris in the corners. You got trucks. You got all this kind of stuff that's kind of hanging out that just makes the map really come alive. Again, you see these screenshots here. Looks like this might be like the actual shop, like where the shop. Oh yeah, you can see the shop trigger right there. You can see like the tractors parked out in front. You got the Massey's, you got the JCBs, you got cars in the parking lot there. Across the street, you got a neighboring business with a whole bunch of cars in the background, some trash bins, forklift like a high-low right there. I mean, you can just see so much detail in one little screenshot here that's gonna make this map just really just feel alive. I cannot wait for this to come out.
Here, next one is more news from BC Bueller. Busy. So yeah, he has two more mods posted to issue today. Um, some of them have been submitted. So so like so the so it is the base game Kinsey Mactil 401, which he changed that to the real life number. But he also made a version for the Dagelman Pro Till 40 for it. Um, well, uh, which I'm gonna read this right here because this is important. Changed it to base game Kinsey, added Dagelman brand option, corrected Kinsey model number 401, which is correct for this model. Uh, Added work modes to change between shallow cultivator, deep cultivator, and plow, which can create fields but still leave a smooth cultivated finish. Um, and then like as I said, the updates to the Volvo and to the truck bed pack, all this has been submitted to the mod hub testing. And then there's Sally Boss trailer. He wasn't able to submit it because apparently there's another mod that has the exact same file name, so he's gonna figure that out. But I know I believe I believe he already said. I think he figured out what was the problem. I think he said it off already. So all this stuff is with Giants waiting to be tested. I'm so excited for that Silent Lost trailer.
I was gonna say I know several people, you included, that's gonna be so pumped for that one to be coming out.
Mm,
There's only one other
yeah.
mod I can think off the top of my head that I know that you will be more excited about than that one there. One off the top of my head. It starts with an O.
Oh, my Aqua merger.
Your Oxbow merger. If and when that day
Um,
comes, I'm pretty sure that everybody across the world will hear Will screaming from his house. Just saying.
I don't think so.
I
I don't
do.
think so. Um, so um, uh, I do know that VC Beeler reached out to Myers to see if he can get the licensing for it. So
That'd be cool.
um, let's see here. Next was from Puma 145. Said, I guess I've been on quite a modding spree lately. As many as 8 modifications are waiting to be tested on the mod hub. So so this includes 3 updates. We got Elm Creek update, Goldcrest Valley update, and Goldcrest Deco pack. So there's 2 map updates which come out. He's got to deal with that. um, and then 5 new mods. We got refillable tanks, 1 beehive, and wooden shed pack. So fingers crossed for some good news for the mod hub.
Yeah, I mean the wooden beehives and the refillable tanks, like really all of these. I'm just gonna say all of them. These look so good. Those beehives, like I've never seen like a design like that before. I just think that's like really interesting looking. But those refillable tanks and the bottom screenshot right there, that looks so good. Like it's just a really old, like haggard looking, the rusted sides on them. Like those things have been around and saw some time, and I love
But,
stuff like that. I think that's gonna be so cool.
see, and then this is someone new. So news from Tier One Modding. Um, said I also sorry it's been a little while since my last post. Basically, he ran into a problem, but thankfully he was able to figure it out, and now this shed is what Giants waiting to be tested.
It looks really
So
good. I mean, nice American style pole barn shed. Looks really, really good. I love the American flag in the background. Hey, but I mean, I love the kind of open, exposed trusses in the center portion of the barn. So this thing looks big enough to where you're going to be able to fit a pretty decent size bit of equipment right there in the center there. It looks to me like that's almost racking in the back. Like there's potentially like storage in the background. Oh yeah, no, that's
yeah,
exactly it. You can see a little uh, seed
yeah,
bag right there in the background behind the flat deck. Looks like potentially a repair trigger might be in there as well, behind the yellow Challenger there, and then some additional storage off the left. So, yeah, I'm excited about that.
So the 2 doors on the outsides, not the center one, but the 2 on the outsides, um, both those close. The center one doesn't. So
Okay. Okay, so you got like the exposed kind of center portion here, and then you got kind of garage
yeah.
bay doors.
Hmm.
Nice.
Let's see. And, uh, next one is from Gamer Designs. This has been submitted to ModHub, but their American flatbed pack has been sent off, waiting for Giants.
Nice. A lot comes with this pack too. I mean, you look at all these different configurations for these trailers here. I mean, you got the flat deck trailer, you got log combinations. Um, yeah, you got a little dolly built into it. Looks like you can kind of tandem them alongside of each other. That's I'm gonna be okay with that.
And the last little piece of news is from AEN Design. It looks like kind of like a heater thing. It looks like you put wood chips in it, and it's like a heating plant. So uh, I'm pretty sure this is with Giants already. So
I tell you what, little things like this, I really like to see because when it comes to the game itself, there's really not tons to do with wood chips. Like you get them as byproducts from like your sawmills or whatever the case may be, but really outside of you know maybe the occasional mod where they use it. Like there's one mod in particular I can think of where you can actually use the wood chips as like almost like press board for like furniture and stuff. Like it would be an input for your furniture. But outside of that, I don't see too many modders really kind of tackling like wood chips as a input kind of thing. So I mean, there's other ones that you can use like for dryers and stuff for like hay. Uh, but like I said, it's nice to see that there's other modders out there who are starting to focus in on wood chips as some kind of product, and it makes it kind of worth buying into. My guess is that if this is kind of like the traditional like heating plant kind of thing, you're going to either be able to generate electricity or you're going to have an additional output of heat, and you'll get your kind of payout for that as a kind of thing. So that's kind of my guess.
yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's it for news.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know what to do from here, man. Wait, don't we have one from Mr. Hector? Looks like that's on the 28th.
Cool. Yeah, because that was last week's Sunday.
Oh, I guess that would make sense then, now, wouldn't it? Okay, well
So
then, yeah, then
yeah,
news is done. That's
yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
Wow. I mean, like we said at the beginning, this is going to be kind of a short one here this week. Giants has not put out anything since the 25th, Christmas Day. That one there really kind of blew my mind. Will was saying before we even hopped onto the show here tonight that he was surprised that we didn't get anything on Friday, this past Friday, because they were all back in the office on Friday.
Yeah.
So, my
But
kind. What was that?
but tomorrow I don't know why, but I have a big gut feeling deep down that tomorrow we're gonna get a buttload of mods.
It's I'm gonna take the opposite approach on that one. I think we're gonna get maybe a couple, like a little trickle, but I don't think we're gonna get like any kind of major kind of thing. Like I think I was mentioning this to Will before we actually kind of signed on, but the reason that I'm not surprised over not getting anything on Friday was simply because of I think Giants queued up a bunch of stuff for like right before the holiday. That's why we were seeing like the influx of maps, the influx of mods, and all this kind of stuff right before Christmas and New Year's. And then when they came back, my guess is that they're going to kind of return to operations as normal, and we're going to start seeing more of a kind of normal kind of flow of the mods going in and out from Giants. That's kind of my guess. I don't think we're going to see any big influxes or anything like that. I could be 100% wrong, but just based on kind of what I would think would be happening kind of behind the scenes, that's going to be my guess.
Well, like I'm not expecting to see like 60 mods, but I think we're gonna get more than 20 mods. But
Possibly.
that's just my personal opinion. So
Yeah, no, I mean,
yeah,
like I said, it's certainly possible that we get kind of an influx of stuff. Um, what I don't expect to see, even if we do get like a decent amount of mods, I don't see us getting a decent amount of mod maps like we got. I think they queued all,
well,
especially
no,
maps. I think they queued all that stuff up prior to leaving, so that there was a influx of stuff before they left to make it to where people didn't have as much to be able to complain about, you know, over this break. they got like 40 plus maps right before the holiday. So people could go in and be like, okay, here's an influx of maps. Here's an influx of mods. You know, it's going to take people a while before they get, you know, bored of what we just released. And like I said, I think you're going to return to business as normal, starting tomorrow.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave it here tonight. Looks like the only comment I missed was an LOL from Ken regarding Jonah starting the fire. Jonah, I wouldn't admit to that on public forums. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's it. You know, normally mods, maps, and news. Well, today it's just the news. D-Tap Gaming, how's it going there, bud? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says that, yes, that started. Blah, blah, blah. I can read, I swear. Yes, they stated that in their announcement, they're powered through the mods before break. They said all mods submitted before the time of the announcement will be tested at least once. Then mods would be released slowly, but not halted. Yep. Nope, that's exactly what we were thinking is, you know, big influx and then things are going to return back to normal. But like I said, that's about it. Will, do you have anything that you want to add or anything before we kind of start signing off here?
Nope. I have nothing to add.
Alrighty. Like I said, we said this is going to be a short one here. We had a bunch of news to cover, and we were able to slam right on through it. This is probably going to be one of the shortest agribusinesses here on the channel. So hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please show us by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things. The algorithms enjoy you doing. The shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Take care.
Fire it up, it's that hard cause grind. BDD and WillT dropping knowledge every time. From the mods to the maps, from the brands to the tools. If it's FS talk, you know they breaking all the rules. We talk giants, we talk gears, we talk that horsepower. Late night mod drops, we got that creative power. From interviews with legends to spotlighting the new, we bring that FS fire straight from the crew to two. Living life behind the wheel with a digital twist. Ain't no button we don't press, no trend we ever miss. Updates, leaks, and future plans. We got the inside scoop, no chance for scams. This is agribusiness, cranking up your farm life. From the field to the feedlot, under LEDs and skylights. Mods, maps, machines, they cover it all. Porches, kings of the farming game, standing tall. A way of thinking, talking shop while that diesel's drinking. From tractors to combines, dirt roads to drones, they build empires from screens and microphones. With every guest that drops in for a chat, you get the real talk, no filters, just facts. A spotlight on the builders and players who grind. They got love for the fans and the farm in mind. This is agribusiness, cranking up your farm life. From the field to the feedlot, under LEDs and skylights. Mods, maps, machines, they cover it all. Portes, kings of the farming game, standing tall. So plug in the pod and hit that sub. Roll out and start with your farming club. No fluff, just